Donald Trump's presidency marked a significant departure from the established norms of U.S. foreign policy. Since World War II, the United States has positioned itself as a champion of democracy and a bulwark against authoritarianism on the global stage. This commitment to upholding international order and supporting allies formed the bedrock of U.S. foreign policy for decades. However, Trump's America First doctrine signaled a shift away from this multilateral approach. This new philosophy prioritized American interests above all else, often at the expense of traditional alliances and global partnerships. Trump's rhetoric and actions suggested a disregard for the international institutions and agreements that had underpinned global stability since World War II. This departure from traditional U.S. foreign policy was viewed with a mix of apprehension and concern by many world leaders and foreign policy experts. Critics argued that Trump's America First approach risked isolating the United States, undermining its global leadership, and emboldening authoritarian regimes. One of the most striking examples of Trump's break from traditional U.S. foreign policy came with the U.S. vote against a UN resolution condemning Russia's war in Ukraine. This unprecedented move marked the first time in history that the United States sided with Russia against a UN resolution condemning its aggression. The vote sent shockwaves through the international community, signaling a clear shift in the U.S. stance on Russia's actions. It also raised serious concerns about the future of U.S. commitment to defending democracy and international law. The decision to vote against the resolution was met with widespread condemnation from both Democrats and Republicans in the U.S., as well as from many U.S. allies. Critics argued that it undermined U.S. credibility on the world stage and emboldened Russia's aggression in Ukraine. The international response to Trump's foreign policy was swift and critical. French President Emmanuel Macron publicly challenged Trump's claims about European aid contributions, directly contradicting his assertions and providing factual data. Macron's pointed rebuke highlighted the growing rift between the United States and its traditional European allies. Within the U.S., prominent figures like Mitch McConnell, then Senate Minority Leader, voiced strong criticism of Trump's stance on Russia. McConnell characterized Trump's refusal to acknowledge Russia as the aggressor in the Ukraine conflict as a gross misunderstanding of the situation. Timothy Snyder, a renowned historian specializing in Eastern Europe, offered a scathing critique of Trump's approach to foreign policy, suggesting that it operated within a realm of unreachable reality. Throughout his presidency, Trump remained defiant in the face of criticism, defending his foreign policy as a necessary corrective to what he perceived as decades of unfair trade deals and globalist policies that had disadvantaged the United States. He frequently touted his renegotiation of trade agreements, such as the North American Free Trade Agreement, as evidence of his commitment to putting America first. Trump argued that these trade deals were designed to benefit American workers and businesses, boosting U.S. manufacturing and creating jobs. He often presented these agreements as tangible proof of his administration's success in advancing American interests on the world stage.